What it is, it's your boy Dutch, the Damon, and you now watching Damon Time with Dutch. On today's episode of Prison Stories Uncut, we have Hagerstown trapped on that farm up that old jail with it. Now, this situation took place over 20 some odd years ago, right? They had your boy up there trapped on that farm. But before I hop off in the storytelling mode, we're going to go ahead on and run the shout outs down for the people that have been supporting the channel through Cash App. First up on the list, we got the brother Kareem Burgess. His brother sent his hard-earned money and supported the channel through Cash App. Appreciate you, brother. Kareem Burgess. Next up on the list, we got the brother Raymond Lewis. His brother don't just watch, he support. Watch my channel all the way from Las Vegas. Appreciate you, brother. Now that we got that out the way, let's get it. Yeah, so I can remember I was up that old jail, right, in that castle. And if you know anything about that old jail back in the day, it was a lot of serious killers up there back in the day trapped on that farm. Cause the old jail like medium maximum, a lot of medium dudes mixed with maximum security dudes mixed in together. So you had niggas with tall numbers and niggas with life all mixed in. Needless to say, the brothers on that location was a little more militant than what I was used to at that time. I never forget, everything was structured. You ain't had to tell brothers the mandatory workout days. Brothers already knew. The leadership was A1. It was a well-oiled machine up there. But anyway, I probably was in the old jail for like a year at this time, running with the brothers, carrying out missions, all kind of shit up that bitch. Because it was always go time up there. If we wasn't getting into it with the FTK guys, it was the Sunni Muslims. If it wasn't the Sunni Muslims, it was the DC boys. It was always something. So yeah, man, around this time, I had a homeboy coming to jail from off the street I knew. And that's rare for me. Because my whole bit, I really ain't see a whole lot of guys that I knew from the street. Except for a handful of niggas that was from my projects. Highland the Ridge projects. But anyway, yeah, nigga came in there though, right? Automatically he see me, oh boy, what it is. And while I was booked, everybody on the street was hearing them stories how I was in that bitch running shit behind that wall. So automatically, when he coming to jail, he try to get up under my wing. But one thing about me, if I know you from the street and we was cool, I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you behind the walls, man. Especially if we come up together. Whether you a good brother or not, I stand on that. So he was good regardless, he just ain't know it. He ain't even had to do all that. So long story short, he on the same tier as me. We in the same building, same tier, right? So I guess being on the tier with me for a little while, he started realizing what's going on. Just from being around me, he get to seeing who was what. But one day we in the day room, he hit me with this angle like, "Dad, man, I like how y'all move, man. Y'all some serious dudes, militant dudes, man. Really got this bitch on isolation." He like, "Man, I'm trying to fuck with it." So as soon as he say that, I'm like, trying to fuck with it. I'm thinking to myself, like, I know this nigga ain't asking me, can't be a brother. He trying to be down type shit. First of all, you don't ask. If the movement don't come to you, you don't get embraced, period. No, you don't ask. So that was the first mistake. But regardless of any of that, I knew for a fact Slim wasn't built for this. I know you. I know your family. I know you from the street. This cloth ain't what you cut from. First of all, you a high head. Think you can fight everybody. And one thing you can't do is put your hand on a brother. Don't listen. Got a problem with authority. If I did that, I would be setting you up for failure, man. You're not disciplined enough. This is what I told the man right in his face. That's crazy, yo. Nah, yo. I'm telling you, man, I'm with it. Needless to say, I shut that shit down. Nah, not on my watch. You'll thank me later. Because in reality, if you ain't disciplined enough, that shit'll be more detrimental to you than anything. Come back to bite you on the ass. So long story short, I get transferred out the old jail probably like 4 or 5 months later. He was hanging around brothers because he was hanging around me, but he wasn't no brother. But like I said, I get transferred up out of there. They send me down in the city, right? Down B-Triple, or East Baltimore, B-Triple-C. I get down there. As soon as I get down there, they put me in the driver's seat. I'm running the show down that bitch. B-Triple-C is one of them jails you want to be in the driver's seat down there because it's an economical jail. You can get a lot of money down there. So if you driving down there, boy, you come home with a couple of hours. But anyway, I get down there, get to doing my thing, moving and shaking. Like 3 months of me being down there, rolling with an iron fist. Shorty that I know from uptown, he comes down B-Triple-C. But when he get down there, he a brother now. He done went on ahead and got with somebody went on ahead and threw him in the game. Put me in the game, coach. Right off the break, I knew this was a mistake. He see me, he all happy to tell me he a brother and all that shit. I'm just looking at him like, well, you don't even know what you just did. It's too late now. Hey, and you got to roll with the punches. Long story short, a mission come up. The brother that's in charge of getting that shit done appointed him to go on the mission because the mission was a nigga that he knew from off the street who was a direct enemy of the good brothers. Shorty refused the mission. Had all these excuses why he couldn't do it. Meanwhile, he ain't never put no work into nothing. This was his moment. He blew it. Dinner time that same day, that evening, he come out the building, walking up the compound, getting ready to go up the motherfucking the chow hall, right? It's a mass movement, everybody moving. He walking and talking to his buddy, good brother named Lil Boots, rest in peace, Lil Boots, who was a real outstanding member. Lil Boots was like 5 feet tall, rest in peace, Lil Boots. But anyway, Lil was walking up the compound, Lil Boots slide behind his ass with that lock in the sock. My God, come here. You know them little knit hats, the state hat, knocked the state hat off his head. He hit the ground, rolled all in the grass and shit. Lil Boots laying over top bone with that lock in the sock. Baka, baka. Then walked off. I seen the whole thing. Police come over there, take Lil Boots on lock up and all that old shit. Take him up medical. Stitched him on up. Because he got hit in his head, they was putting him on the transfer list and shit. I seen him when I went up medical and shit to go get my physical. As soon as he seen me, he like, yo, told you, yo, shit ain't for you. You got that mission, you supposed to done what you supposed to done. But you thinking you can compromise. Ain't no compromising in the gang world, bro. Let that be a lesson to you.